Hola Velas! So today we are refreshing our curls. Literally, I went to bed. It used to be a pineapple and now it's this side thing that I don't know, but this is usually how it wakes up in the morning. I haven't touched it since. So I'm going to show you how I refresh it and what I do from the moment I go to bed till when I wake up in the morning and I refresh and fluff my hair. So if you're interested in that, just keep on watching. Alright, so let's say that we're going to bed, right? We took off our makeup, we did our nighttime skincare routine, and now we're ready to go to bed. What do we do with our hair? I always put it up in a pineapple. So I'm just going to take this down and redo like what I usually do. So I take a pretty stretched out scrunchie, hair tie, and I put it up as high as I can. Put it up high, right till my bangs. And then I go one swoop and then another swoop. So this is usually what I do. When I wake up is usually how you just saw it. But this keeps my ends of my curls pretty intact, which is the important part for me, and it does stretch this out, which is usually where I get the most knots, but we're gonna fix that. So I'm gonna put my hair down. There you go. Now we start our refreshing process. I like to separate my hair while I'm doing this because I like to separate the curls and then retouch the curls who need a little bit of more help. And this video is sponsored by our fave, Eva NYC. So Eva NYC came up with these two products that we're going to be testing today. Well, not testing because I've already used them before, but I'm going to be showing you is the Bounce Back Reviving Mist and the Gotta Bounce Curl Defining Cream. So this is what I used for my wash and go, but I never fluffed it and I never separated the curls, so we're going to do that today. This is another trick that you can do to make your curls last a little longer. If you're washing your hair the night before, don't fluff and separate the curls that night. Do it the next day. So like that, it's like you're having a day one type of hair, but actually it's your day two. So let's separate it. I'm going to start with this bottom part here. Now when you're tying your hair, especially when you're tying your hair at night, be gentle because that makes a huge difference in disrupting the curl or not. So these parts here, I need to separate. And then if I see that one is like a little, needs a little help, but the curl is pretty much defined, I just take a little bit of cream and I just smooth it in. And now you see it's super nice and defined, just like when I did it in the morning. So I'm just gonna keep doing that to some of the curls that need a little bit more help. Now, another product that I've been loving is their Reviving Mist. So sometimes I need to wet the hair and I basically just do this. I wet the strand, and I use this especially on my bangs because when I sleep, I kind of stretch them out with my bun. So So I have to like wet it with a reviving mist and then use the bounce cream to like define the curls again. But now you see this part here needs to be separated, and then it's pretty decent. So they look fine. I'm just gonna take a little of the cream and put in some mist, mix it together, and just smooth it in. So now they're just like new. Now we do this basically to the entire hair. Alright, we reached my bangs. So, you see how stretched out they are? That's a problem. So, we are going to wet them with the Revive Mist. I'm going to brush them out. I can get a brush also. And then I'm going to recoat them with the styling cream. I love this cream because it doesn't like weigh down your hair, but it does have a good hold. So that's a lot better. I'm just helping out the curl here with some finger coils. This needs a little bit more cream. In my bangs, I have like 3 different hair textures, so it doesn't like, you need to like really put in a lot of product so it can just stay uniform. And you see how these curls are a lot softer than this one. Scrunch, scrunch. See, a lot better, a lot better. All right, let's continue so you can see the difference. So I'm just gonna fluff this side a little bit. Loosen up my roots. You can also do this with a hair pick, but it's over there and I want to get up. All right, so this part is refreshed and fluffed, and this part is not. So see the difference between this and this? So I'm just gonna do this part off camera, and then I can give you some more tips and we can give some final reviews on these babies. All right, so here we have the final results. See, my curls are super defined, but not way down. Just some extra makeup for you guys. But I love it. I use the curl defining cream as a styler, and the mist is just great to just like spray over your hair in the morning to just refresh it. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, please follow me because we're doing a giveaway and you're not gonna want to miss it. So